Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about two words that look very similar, sound almost the same, but mean very different things. Those two words are famous and infamous.
Yes, and a lot of learners assume that infamous is just a stronger or fancier version of famous. But that assumption leads to some really embarrassing mistakes. These two words are not on the same scale. They are pointing in completely opposite directions.
And once you understand that core difference, everything else becomes very clear. So let us get into it and make this simple and practical.
Let us start with famous. What does famous mean?
Famous means widely known, a person, place, or thing that a lot of people know about. That's the basic definition, and importantly, famous is neutral to positive. When you say someone is famous, you are simply saying many people know who they are. There is usually no negative judgment in the word itself.
So, famous is about being well known by a large number of people.
Yes, she is a famous singer. Millions of people know her music. That city is famous for its beautiful architecture. Many people around the world know about and appreciate that feature. He became famous after his first film. A large audience came to know who he is.
And the word famous carries a generally positive or at least neutral feeling. When we call someone famous, we are not criticizing them.
Right. Famous can be used for people we admire, places we love, foods we enjoy, historical events we respect. It's a descriptive word about reach and recognition. How many people know about this person or thing?
Now, let us talk about infamous. What does infamous mean?
Infamous means well known for something bad, negative, or shameful. The key word there is bad. You're not just known, you're known specifically because of something terrible, criminal, disgraceful, or deeply negative.
So, infamous is not just being known, it's being known for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. Infamous always carries a strong negative meaning. When you call someone infamous, you're saying their reputation is built on something bad. That criminal became infamous for his brutal crimes. He's widely known, but for horrible reasons. That place is infamous for its dangerous conditions. People know about it because something terrible happened there or continues to happen there.
So, the difference isn't about how many people know you, it's about why they know you.
Perfectly said. Famous asks, how widely known are you? Infamous asks, why are you known? And the answer is always something negative.
Let us put them side by side with examples, so the contrast is crystal clear.
Great idea. Let's use the same structure. She is famous for her kindness and charity work. Many people know her, and they know her for something positive. She is infamous for cheating in competition. Many people know her, but they know her because of something dishonest and shameful.
Same person, same level of recognition, completely different reputation. Famous for something good, infamous for something bad.
Another pair. That restaurant is famous for its incredible food. People know it and love it for a positive reason. That restaurant is infamous for giving people food poisoning. People know it, but for a terrible reason.
One more.
He is a famous scientist who changed how we understand the universe. Widely known, respected, celebrated. That leader became infamous for his corruption and cruelty. Widely known, but for crimes and wrongdoing.
So you can be famous or infamous at the same level of recognition. The difference is entirely in the nature of what you are known for.
Yes, both famous and infamous people are recognized by large numbers of people. The question is whether that recognition comes from admiration or from horror and disgust.
Now let me ask something that I know confuses learners. Some people think notorious is the same as infamous. Is it?
Yes and no. Notorious and infamous are very close in meaning. Both mean well known for something negative, but there's a slight difference in tone. Infamous tends to be stronger and more morally judging. It suggests the person or thing deserves to be condemned. Notorious can sometimes have a slightly less severe tone and is sometimes used almost admiringly in very informal speech. Like, he's notorious for being late. That's mildly negative, but not morally serious.
So, infamous is usually used for more serious wrongdoing. Notorious can be used for a broader range of negative traits.
That's a good general guide. Infamous suggests genuine moral wrongdoing or deeply shameful behavior. Notorious can sometimes be used for more minor or even quirky negative traits, depending on the context.
But in formal or serious writing and speech, both words notorious and infamous are clearly negative.
Yes, in any serious context, both words signal that the reputation is built on something bad. Don't use either one when you mean something positive.
Now let's talk about the word notoriety, which comes from notorious, and also the noun form of famous and infamous.
Good call. The noun form of famous is fame. She achieved great fame after her first album. His fame spread around the world. Fame refers to the state of being widely known, and it's generally positive or neutral.
And the noun form of infamous?
The noun form of infamous is infamy. This word is less commonly used in everyday conversation, but it appears in writing, history, and formal speech. A date which will live in infamy is a very famous phrase from history. That act of infamy shocked the entire nation. Infamy means the state of being known for something deeply shameful or wicked.
So fame is the positive or neutral noun. Infamy is the strongly negative noun.
Exactly. And if someone says their name will live in infamy, it means they'll be remembered forever, but for terrible reasons. It's the opposite of a legacy of good work.
That's such a powerful phrase. Let's also talk about some common collocations, words that naturally go with famous and infamous.
With famous, you often hear world famous. That's world famous for something excellent. Internationally famous, locally famous, famous for a particular thing. He is world famous for his incredible paintings. She is locally famous for her homemade bread. The city is internationally famous for its festivals.
And become famous is also very natural. He became famous overnight. She became famous after the video went viral.
Yes, and famous landmark, famous figure, famous quote, famous dish, these are all very natural combinations. The Eiffel Tower is a famous landmark. Winston Churchill is a famous historical figure. That's a famous quote from the novel.
Now, collocations with infamous.
Infamous for is the most common pattern. He is infamous for his lies and manipulation. That area is infamous for its high crime rate. The decision was infamous for its disregard for human rights. Become infamous also works. The company became infamous after the scandal. She became infamous for her dishonest practices.
And infamous villain, infamous crime, infamous moment, infamous chapter in history are all natural combinations.
Yes, an infamous chapter in history refers to a dark and shameful period. An infamous crime is one that is widely known because of how terrible it was. An infamous figure is someone remembered for bad deeds.
Now, let us talk about a word that learners sometimes confuse with both of these. That word is well-known.
Well-known is a great neutral alternative to both famous and infamous in some contexts. Well-known simply means known by many people. It doesn't carry any judgment about whether what they're known for is good or bad. So, if you are not sure whether the context is positive or negative, well-known is a safe choice.
It is safer, yes, but of course, using the right word with the right feeling makes your English much more precise and expressive. A well-known criminal misses the strong negative judgment of an infamous criminal. If the person truly committed terrible acts, infamous is the stronger and more accurate word.
Using the precise word always makes your English richer and more impactful.
Absolutely. And that is part of building real confidence in English. Not just using safe or vague words, but choosing words that carry exactly the meaning and feeling you intend.
Now let us get into the mistakes. What do learners commonly get wrong with famous and infamous?
The first and biggest mistake is thinking infamous means very famous or extremely famous. This is probably the most widespread misunderstanding of this word. Some learners hear the in at the start and think it adds intensity. They say things like, she is infamous, meaning she is incredibly famous and well-loved. That's completely wrong. Infamous means famous for bad reasons. Using it to describe someone you admire is a serious error.
So infamous is not a stronger version of famous. It's the opposite direction entirely.
Exactly. They do not sit on the same line from positive to very positive. Famous is recognition for something generally positive or neutral. Infamous is recognition specifically for something negative or shameful. They're pointing in different directions.
The second mistake is using famous when the context is clearly negative, saying a famous criminal or a famous dictator when the recognition comes entirely from bad deeds. While famous is technically not wrong in those sentences, it sounds oddly neutral or even flattering. Infamous is the more accurate and appropriate word in those contexts.
Right. If someone is known widely because of atrocities or crimes, using infamous shows you understand the nature of their reputation. Using famous can sound like you're simply noting their popularity without acknowledging the terrible things they did.
Word choice reveals your understanding and your judgment. Using infamous where it belongs shows you are using English with precision and awareness.
The third mistake is using infamy and fame in the wrong context. Some learners say, he achieved great infamy for his charitable work. That makes no sense. Infamy is always negative. You cannot achieve infamy for something good. He achieved great fame for his charitable work is correct.
And the reverse. She earned fame for her crimes. That sounds odd. She earned infamy for her crimes is the accurate and natural sentence.
The fourth mistake is not knowing when to use notorious versus infamous. Some learners avoid infamous entirely and always say notorious, even in very serious moral contexts. While notorious works in many cases, infamous carries a stronger moral condemnation and is more appropriate when the wrongdoing is serious, historical, or deeply shameful.
The fifth mistake is mispronouncing infamous. Some learners pronounce it infamous, trying to mirror famous. The correct pronunciation is infamous, 3 syllables, infamous. The stress is on the first syllable.
Yes, famous is famous, 2 syllables, stress on the first. Infamous is infamous, 3 syllables, stress on the first. Making sure you pronounce them correctly also helps people understand immediately which word you mean.
That's a really practical point. Pronunciation matters, especially with words that are so similar in spelling.
And the sixth mistake is overusing famous for everything well known. English has a rich set of words for different kinds of recognition: famous, celebrated, renowned, distinguished, legendary, eminent, notorious, infamous. Each one carries a slightly different shade of meaning. Relying only on famous for all positive recognition makes your English sound limited.
Can you quickly give a sense of how some of those words differ from famous?
Sure. Celebrated means publicly praised and honored, a celebrated author. Renowned means highly respected and admired for a specific thing, often in a professional or intellectual field, a renowned scientist. Distinguished means impressive because of achievement and character, a distinguished professor. Legendary means so famous and impressive that they have become almost mythical, a legendary performance. These all carry more specific or stronger positive meaning than famous.
So famous is the most general word, and these others add more specific flavors of positive recognition.
Exactly. And on the negative side, you have notorious and infamous as the main options. Infamous carrying the stronger moral judgment. Knowing these related words makes your vocabulary much richer.
Let us now do a practice round. We'll describe a situation and the listener decides whether famous, infamous, or another word fits best.
First one, a doctor who spent her whole life treating poor communities and saved thousands of lives. She's known around the world for her compassion and dedication.
The answer is famous or celebrated or renowned. She is a famous doctor. She is a celebrated humanitarian. She is renowned for her compassion. All of these work because her recognition comes from something deeply positive.
Second one, a businessman who was caught running a massive fraud that destroyed the savings of thousands of ordinary people. He's known everywhere because of the scandal.
The answer is infamous. He is infamous for his fraud. He became infamous after the scandal destroyed thousands of lives. The recognition comes entirely from serious wrongdoing, so infamous is the precise and appropriate word.
Third one, a small bakery in a neighborhood that everyone locally knows about because their bread is extraordinary.
The answer is famous. That bakery is locally famous for its bread. The recognition is positive and it fits the neutral to positive meaning of famous perfectly.
Fourth one, a historical event that was so cruel and unjust that people have never forgotten it and never should.
The answer is infamous. That event is infamous in history. It left a mark of infamy on those who carried it out. The strongly negative and morally condemning meaning of infamous is exactly right here.
Fifth one, a singer who has sold hundreds of millions of records and is known in every country in the world.
The answer is world famous or internationally famous. She is a world famous singer. Or, if you want to add even more weight to her legacy, legendary works too. A legendary performer known around the world.
Perfect. You can see how choosing the right word paints a much more accurate and vivid picture.
Yes, and it shows the listener or reader exactly how you feel about the person or thing you're describing. Word choice is meaning. Word choice is attitude.
Let's do the final summary.
Famous means widely known. It's neutral to positive. It describes people, places, things, or events that a large number of people know about. The recognition typically comes from positive achievements, notable features, or cultural significance. She is famous for her novels. That mountain is famous for its breathtaking views.
Infamous means widely known for something bad, shameful, or deeply negative. It carries strong moral judgment. The recognition comes from wrongdoing, scandal, cruelty, or disgrace. He became infamous for his crimes. That decision is infamous for the suffering it caused.
The noun of famous is fame. The noun of infamous is infamy. Fame is positive or neutral. Infamy is always negative.
The biggest mistake to avoid is thinking infamous means very famous. It doesn't. It means famous for bad reasons. Using it to praise someone you admire is a serious error that changes your meaning completely.
Other useful words related to famous include celebrated, renowned, distinguished, and legendary for positive recognition, notorious for negative recognition that is slightly less morally severe than infamous.
Always ask yourself, why is this person or place known? If the answer involves something admirable, impressive, or neutral, use famous or one of its positive relatives. If the answer involves something shameful, criminal, or deeply negative, use infamous or notorious.
Your word choice tells your listener exactly what you think. Choose with intention and your English will be clear, precise, and confident.
That's all for today. You now have a solid and clear understanding of famous and infamous. Keep noticing these words in the English around you and the difference will become second nature.
You are doing brilliantly. See you in the next one.